All you beautiful people, how are you? This is Oompa Loompa Lisa sharing life stories with you. Yeah, I'm going to go get my hair. I have like no money left, but I'm going to go get it trimmed tomorrow. I just want to look more professional and neater and cleaner looking when I go. I'm trying to still grow my hair, but this, maybe she can cut this all off and so I look better. I don't know. So I'm going to tell her to try to style it and let it keep growing, but cut it somehow, if that makes any sense, so I look like a human when I go for this job interview. I have to crack my stuff. You guys don't know how I rushed this morning to do what I did. So much stuff to get those 2 mystery huge bags. My husband brings them in always just because it's a lot for me to even get them out of the dumpster. And thank God that dumpster is so easy to get stuff out of. You couldn't ask for a better dumpster. But it's still heavier than shit. And I'm going to crack my knee. Wait. It needs to crack. And it won't crack. Oh, come on. I'm sorry, you guys. I want you to hear it. Oh, my God. It won't. So, anyways, I'll stop for a minute. Maybe it will. So, yeah, so he brought all that stuff in. I went and got him his coffee, his cigarettes. He took all that in, came out and got each bag. And like I said, I rushed like a lunatic. I went to Kroger at 13 and Shaner. It's a little ways away from me, but actually it's on the way. I didn't even think about it. Going to Sam's Club, I spent like I don't know what I spent there. I spent like $80 there or something. I don't know. Both places I probably spent like $150. I don't know, something like that. I got that big cake, which we don't need, but I cut it in half. I gave most of it to my friend. She gave a piece to another old man friend of hers, which is good. He have something nice. And I bought the cake 90% for her. And but it's so good. It is. She's so right. It's so good. It's crazy good. It is so good. That would be a great cake at a wedding. That's a beautiful cake. Like if you ate food, you know, it's a light palate afterwards, meaning that the flavor with the strawberry inside, it's called like a 3 milk. It's just a beautiful cake. Would be a great, let's see if I can crack my knee again. Great wedding. There, did you hear that? That's my knee. Sometimes I can do it way louder than that. So that would be a great wedding cake. I remember my dad, because he worked at Hostess Bakery, made for my aunt Lillian for her wedding. He made it himself, a Hostess fruitcake, but it was beautiful and it was good. Like it was fresh, not like the shit you get in stores. It was beautiful and iced and just beautiful. And imagine what that would be like. That excuse me, that would be like thousands of dollars nowadays, you know. And somebody else, I don't think my mom had I don't think my mom had that cake. It was just he made it special for my aunt, his sister, for her wedding. I don't think my mom had a fruit cake for a wedding cake. But it was beautiful, and it supposedly tasted so good. My dad worked real hard to make it gorgeous for my aunt, and it was big. Wow. I would love to ask my dad, but I can't even ask either one. See, that's the thing. When somebody passes away, I can't ask my aunt about it. She's passed away. Can't ask any of my uncles and aunts that were there at the wedding, and I can't ask my dad about it. That sucks. And I can't ask my one aunt left on this side because that wasn't when they met my dad. That was before that he met my mom, you know. So, yeah, I just remember my dad saying that, though. He made her a big fruitcake, wedding cake, and icing, but it was, I heard it was fabulous. That's all I know, that it tasted good. Not like a regular fruitcake, but tasted really good. So who knows? And see, my dad could get all that for free, and that would be thousands of dollars nowadays. Thousands. And that's something. I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. I got a Hostess tin, I think, still. I believe that I didn't throw it away, floating around somewhere. And I think I'm one of the only people that if I seen it at the Salvation Army or a Value Village or something like that, I would know that that was from a fruitcake tin. They're an old, brownish, goldish tin, and it has like a bunch of squares or lines through them. And I think there's a lady in the middle of it. And look it up online. And actually, if I could look it up and somehow show you guys it, I would love to. I would love to. I think I got one in my closet. I gotta look. Now it makes me want to see. And I'm supposed to still show you guys my pieces of graniteware from my mom. The couple pieces I have left. She also, I forgot to tell you guys, bought this bear. My mom always collect bears. She had a fascination, and they're really a cool story about them, how they became famous through Theodore Roosevelt, our president. It's a big bear, but it's from Harrods of London. It's a special bear, what's that word? Collaborating, whatever. Celebrating so many years in business up, and I want to try to sell it because that would be, it's just, I don't need that around. She paid like $100 for it. I would like to at least get that back. I'm going to try selling that on Facebook Marketplace because that would be a nice $100 I could use. I'm gonna take some pictures of that and get that in there. Yeah. And she's got a stiff bear. It's made out of mohair. She paid $150 or something for that. I don't know if I want to sell that. It's all individually jointed. I gotta find that. There's both in my closet upstairs. I'm gonna look for both of them in the morning when I wake up. Yeah. I'm gonna look for both of them because that would be some nice little bit of money. And they're just sitting there anyways. I could use the money for whatever. Oil, whatever. I'm gonna try selling them and see what I get. I'm gonna at least get what she paid for them. At least, if not more. You know? Like, the mohair, $150. The other one, $150. That would be nice. That would be nice with an extra $300. Just, yeah, that would be great. Or even just to break even. I'm just looking at the other guy who works here. He can't see me. I can't see him, but I can see his lights shining through the trees, his security lights. But yeah, I just thought I'd come on here and just let you guys know I rushed my ass off. I wanted to get that video done and all that cereal. I'm gonna help. I'm gonna call that lady that lives over here in Detroit on the way to work tomorrow. I'm gonna bring her a lot of that probably, and then my friend she told me what she wants out of that already, so that's good. So I helped this lady I work with. She's like helping 5 families because she's got 3 daughters that live with her. They all have kids or some shit. I don't know. So, yeah, it's helping a lot of people when I help her. It's just not her and her daughters. It's multiple kids and people and everything, which is a good thing. What else I want to tell you guys? I'm so glad, you guys. I am so glad. I'm so elated that me and my cousin talk again. You don't know, it's like, all this taken off my chest. But then in a different sense, I'm so sad. I don't know if I told you guys, my cousin David on my dad's side, he's one of the eldest grandchildren. I have like, I don't know, 10, 15 cousins on my dad's side. I love them. We just weren't close like me and my other cousin, right? We just weren't close like that. But I still love them very much. And he called me, and my one cousin, I think I mentioned her before. She's heavier set, my cousin Debbie. And I would see her all the time when I was security at Hoover 11. I was talking to you guys about that earlier. She would be on her scooter, and I'd always feel bad for her. I would take all her groceries home, sneak away from work. She was 1 block across the street. I'd grab all her groceries off her scooter and dump it off on her front porch. And I just feel bad. I do not believe it's because of her weight. she cannot breathe no more. She's on a ventilator, and supposedly her daughter, the one that I had the falling out with, that just talked horrible to me, but I'm letting that go because she's got too much going on with her mom, and I don't want to be like, oh, you said this. I don't want to be like that. If somebody's whole world's crashing, I'm not going to add to it and hurt them more. Do you see what I'm saying? And I guess supposedly my cousin who called me said that even with the ventilator, her numbers were real bad. And I'm like, Jesus God, because if you can't breathe with a ventilator, what's left? And I'm gonna try to look that up on the Google when I'm done talking to you guys. That to me is like death. Near death. I believe in my heart of hearts, and I told my cousin David when he called me, because she lives right by me, and I keep driving past her street and everything, and it's really been bothering me the last couple of days, and I didn't know she went back in the hospital yesterday. And this is the thing. I don't believe her breathing or her lack of not breathing is from the weight. She's had an infection in her for over a year. I believe there's something going on with that infection, that it damaged her insides or her whatever, breathing, lungs, whatever it may be. And they need to find out what it is, because she's not getting better. She's not getting better. And maybe she needed to go back to the hospital. And I'm praying to God. She almost died years ago from like a infection, like sepsis or something, and she's had that other one that people get, and it's real bad. It's I can't think of the name of it right offhand, but whatever. I ask God now, either heal her or let her go. She's been suffering in that bed for the last 4 months, on and off, back and forth to hospitals, got tubes down her throat, can't breathe. I don't even want to talk about it. It makes me so upset. It makes me so upset. And I know I'm close to her because I feel her. I know I feel her. I know. And then when I see my cousin calling me, I'm like, oh my God, he's going to call me and tell me she passed away. I don't want her to keep... just please, God, if they can fix her. If not, please don't let her keep suffering like that. I just don't know what else to say, you know? You're human. I don't know what God thinks and knows. Until I'm on the other side, I won't know that. But I don't want nobody to suffer. I know that much. Because if we can feel all good and fine with him, I wish that for her. You see what I'm saying? I wish that for her. So I don't know. Everybody say a prayer for my cousin Debbie today, please. I don't know. I'm praying that they can find out what is wrong with her. And if anybody knows about if you're on a ventilator, see, my mom was on a ventilator, and I don't like that subject. It scares me, and it's a very bad subject for me. If you're not breathing on a ventilator, if anybody knows, like, what hope is there? And why would you stop being able to breathe? Like, why would your numbers be real bad if you're on a ventilator? What does that mean? If anybody knows, please, please, please comment. Ow, my hip and my leg. I need to crack it. You know, it's warm enough where I can actually kind of keep this coat off, but down there my feet still kind of feel a little chilly. I didn't wear my new boots my husband got because it's warmer. It's going to be even warmer tomorrow, but I'm so glad that I got them now, and I'm going to keep them in my truck. So if I start this new job or whatever, I got those warm, wonderful boots I can always take with me. And my goal is still, see, I hate this Oompa Loompa hair. My goal is to save all my pop bottles and cans for a month to the end of February. So my friends, man friends, got like a case of beer cans he's going to give me tomorrow. So I'm going to throw them in the back of my van. But my husband's he needs to use and that's another thing I want to tell you guys. He just finally fixed my van window. Hallelujah. $400 and some later. Over 400. The regulator, the motor, and I don't know, a switch or something, over $400 later. And I just talked to him, he just got done with it. So he worked on my van window for like 3 hours, 4 hours. Just got it done. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And thank you for him doing it. Thank you, Charles. I love you, you grasshopper head, you. You hillbilly on nitro, I love you. And, but he's got to use my van tomorrow because he's taken some parts. There's a swap meet, like Mopar people to a Macomb Community College, and he's going to try to sell some parts tomorrow with one of his best friends. He went to Texas with that guy, Bob. He's going to bring some parts from his house and try to sell tomorrow. So, say a prayer. Hope my husband sells the parts that he's meaning to sell so he can have some extra money in his pocket. That would be nice. So let's say a prayer for that. But first and foremost, let's say a prayer for my cousin Debbie, because this just don't look good to me at all. And I just been feeling this for a while, and I felt it real strong yesterday. That's weird. That's weird how people have premonitions, and I believe that's true. Oh, 150,000% believe that's true. I gotta move up a little. But I just want to say a prayer for her. And if anybody knows, like, if you're not breathing good on a ventilator, what does that mean? Because to me, that sounds like you're close to death. Like, that's making her breathe. So if you're not breathing, what is that? You know? My friend's calling me. I'll have to call her back in 1 second. Like and subscribe. I love you guys. Look at this crazy hair. Hopefully I'll come on here better and look better tomorrow. She's the lady who cuts my hair. I got a $3 off coupon, and she better have saved. There was like a book of coupons they gave out in December. I wasn't there, and if she don't have one for me, I'm going to be mad at her. I don't care if I haven't been there for the last 3 months. I was going almost twice a month before when I had my hair real short to get haircuts. So you should have some of them damn coupons saved. Like they're for a whole year. So, yeah. So we'll see. I got coupons, though, when I go to Kroger. And I'm going to keep them for my husband, too, for $3 off. So it helps. Because they raised it to $20. So now it'll at least be what it was for a while, $17. It's just ridiculous. It was $14. And then they hurried up. And in the last year, it went from $14 to $17 to $20. That's just ridiculous. So it's $30 to get your freaking haircut. Because I give her like anywhere from $8 to $10 tip. Because she's that good. Anyways, just like and subscribe. Say some prayers for my cousin. Let me know if anybody knows about that. And hopefully when I see you guys tomorrow, I might come back on here and maybe do some Name That Tunes tonight to get my mind off of shit. But hopefully when you see me tomorrow, I look better with my Oompa Loompa head. You guys got to tell me the truth. Do I look professional enough to get a job when you see me tomorrow? Not now. Let me know. I love you guys. Like and subscribe, or I'll kick your asses, you sons of bitches.